Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. On the occasion of International Women's Day, it gives me great pleasure to share some reflections on the status of gender equality and women's empowerment today. As a result of the pandemic, we have seen a major regression in women's rights and gender equality. The pandemic affected women in three ways. It affected their income, their health, and their security. Their income was affected because women lost jobs in sectors that were most hit by the pandemic. Their health was affected because governments pivoted towards solving for public health issues such as the pandemic and underinvested in women's health. Access to reproductive health, access to maternal mortality, healthcare services declined tremendously during the pandemic. And women's security suffered because, as you all know, we saw an exponential rise in violence against women. The other thing that became crystal clear during the pandemic was that women carry a disproportionate burden of care. It is important that we undertake specific actions to address these issues. First and foremost, we must continue to advocate for an end to violence against women, which continues to be shockingly prevalent even today. Second, we must ensure that girls get back to school. Today, 11 million girls are out of school, and we must work hard to advocate with governments that all efforts must be made to ensure that these girls return to school so that they can have productive lives. Third, it is essential that we address the unpaid care burden that became very visible during the pandemic, both through public policy and by asking businesses to be more flexible and to ensure that women's care burden is taken into account in their employment policies. And lastly, it is essential that we make men and boys part of the solution, because the issue of gender equality and women's empowerment is not a women's issue only. It is an issue for all of society. It is only when we take these actions, seek to change social norms, cultural attitudes, mindsets, and behaviors, can we hope to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. Thank you.